Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Scott County Sports Network. Mike Ritchie, Mark Wall, Scott Willard, Kevin Ritchie. We're at Scott County High School 42nd District basketball action. Championship game, Scott County. Henry Clay, both top 5 ranked teams in the state. I think last check, Henry Clay was ranked 3rd. Scott County has been ranked as high as 3, 4, 5 themselves. Regardless of what poll you look at, both teams been in the top 5, top 10 all season long, and rightfully so. You look at Scott County coming with a record of 27-4, and then you look over to Henry Clay, they come with a record of 26-5. Both teams victorious on Tuesday night. Scott County defeated Sayre 85-48, and then Henry Clay came back and defeated Bryan Station 73-61. To set up a matchup, 3rd game of the season. Kind of hard to beat 3 teams twice. Scott County has the chance tonight as they defeated Henry Clay over at Henry Clay early in the year 74-63. Came back here. Scott County eked out a great ball game. Mark and I had that for you on the Scott County Sports Network. The final of that ball game, 74-69. So it should be a good one. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll look at Scott County season stats, Henry Clay season stats, and get you set for tip-off here on the Scott County Sports Network. Back after this.
The Hockensmith Agency is proud to call Scott County home. We're your Main Street insurance that blends tradition and innovation to offer the best quality service to our clients. By offering a wide range of coverage from the impressive list of major insurance companies, we truly meet your insurance coverage needs. Come visit us at 224 East Main in Georgetown or online at HawkinsmithAgency.com. The Hockensmith Agency, providing coverage for the motorist insurance group for all your insurance needs.
The Shanghai Express Chinese Restaurant is a locally owned restaurant located in the Indian Acres Shopping Center in Georgetown, Kentucky. Tony would like to invite everyone to come on by and dine in the spacious dining room that can host groups both small and large. Shanghai Express has been voted the best Chinese restaurant in Georgetown, Kentucky multiple years in a row by the Georgetown News Graphic. Stop by the restaurant or give Tony a call at 502-868-6858 to enjoy the best Chinese food in Central Kentucky.
Sports Connection is your team and retail sporting goods and custom athletic apparel supplier. Sports Connection is located next to Kroger in the Washington Square Shopping Center in Georgetown. Sports Connection can outfit your team from hats to shoes and everything in between. Drop by or call Daryl, Scott, or Jessica at 502-570-0280. Sports Connection, a proud sponsor and athletic and sporting goods supplier to Scott County and Georgetown College athletics.
Whitaker bank shot. I'll give you a Whitaker bank shot.
All right. Here's a real Whitaker bank shot.
Yes, sir. Here's a winning Whitaker bank shot.
Nice shot.
Whitaker bank shot. Now, there's a Whitaker bank shot.
Come on, Coach. Honey.
I still got it.
Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network 42nd District Championship game here in the girls contest. Henry Clay defeated Bryan Station 79-72. Both teams advance to the 11th region tournament next week at Eastern Kentucky. We've got 2 teams here. Both teams advance, Mark, to the region tournament. I'll tell you what, Henry Clay doesn't want to lose 3 times to Scott County, and Scott County would love nothing more than defeat Henry Clay twice this season. Talking about that, first let's start with the Scott County. Looking at their season stats, Mark, let's talk about some of the players that jump out at you.
Well, Mike, Cooper Robbs had a great year. When you look at what Cooper's done, he's averaging a little over 11 points a game and almost 6 rebounds a game from the point guard position. But more importantly, he's the guy that starts the engine and gets Scott County going. The other guy that just had an outstanding season is Michael Marino, big guy, averaging 14 points a game as a freshman and almost 10 rebounds a game. Then you've got Bryce Long, the other freshman, at 12 points a game and almost 3 rebounds a game. And then you've got the latecomer that kind of came in late after he got adjusted from football, with Glenn Covington inserted into the lineup, Mike, averaging on a little over 7 points a game and almost 2 rebounds. And then you're getting 10.5 points a game and almost 8 rebounds a game from Cooper Watts in the middle as a junior. So he's the old man of the crew, but having a good year. And like I said, what impresses you about Scott County is you thought at the beginning of the year they could be this good by the end of the year. Nobody thought they would be as good as they were, early as they were, and with the exception of the Dunbar game, they just had a great campaign and really exceeded expectations to this point. But you're right. This is a rubber match, and both teams want to go out of here as a district champion tonight.
You know, you look at it, Scott County averaging 45% from the field, 33% behind the three-point line. One area mark we need to circle for Scott County, only shooting 64% from the free throw line, averaging 73 points while they're only giving up 58.9. Scott County set to win their first district championship in 2 years, right, Mark?
Well, yeah, since 06, Mike, if memory serves correct, they lost in 08 when Bryan Station and the great Shelvin Mack team beat them. And then they got beat last year in the first round by Henry Clay and didn't make it to the tournament. So other than that, they've advanced to the 11th region every year since 06, and that was the year that all the realignment came about with the KHAA. So, you know, Scott County's got a big statement to make here. You know, they've pretty much been in control of the 42nd district since 06. Last year they think was a fluke. They want to make a statement here and say, hey, we're back and we feel like we're the best team in the 42nd district. To do that, they've got to go through Henry Clay a third time.
Now, Mark, you know, we talked about Scott County plenty, but let's give Henry Clay their dues as well. You talk about Coach Daniel Brown. He's kind of came in. He's in his 10th season at Henry Clay, and pretty much he's got them back to thinking that they can win every ball game that they're in, and that's something they didn't have there for a while, did they?
No, he's done a great job reestablishing the program. They had a little downturn there after Coach Childs retired, and you know, Daniel's done a great job. He's a hard worker. I mean, he was a good hard-nosed player at Nicholas County, and then went on to play at Berea College, and he earned everything that he got. So he only knows one way to do it, and that's to work hard. But you know, Mike, when you look at these two teams, when you look at team stats, it's almost looking like identical teams, as they both shoot the ball well. They both struggle as a team, but I'm going to tell you at the free throw line, you don't want to put Tisdale on the free throw line in the last 2 minutes of the game, and you don't want to put Cooper Robb on the free throw. Both those guys are shooting almost 80%. You don't want them on the free throw line if you're the opposing coach. Both teams rebound the ball great when you look at statistical averages. The one area that Bryan Station is a little bit better statistically is they protect the ball a little bit better.
Right. All righty, looking at some individual players. Isaiah Tisdale is where you start. He's basically the head of the monster. Isaiah Tisdale, the 6'1 senior, averaging 19 points, 6.8 rebounds a ball game. Another surprise player for them, didn't play much last year. A 5'9 senior, Paul Price, is coming into the ball game and coming in this year to tonight's ball game, averaging 9 points a ball game. Probably the number 2 cog in the wheel for the Blue Devils is number 3, Leander Ridgway, the 6'3 senior, having a great senior campaign, averaging 13 points, 5 rebounds. And then they're getting a lot of help inside from the big man, the 6'5 senior, number 44, Jordan Houston, averaging 7 points and rebounds for Henry Clay. Henry Clay coming in shooting 46% from the field, 37% from the three-point line. At the free throw line, 68.4%, averaging 72 points, giving up 56. And Mark, I think you brought up a good point. Scott County might only be shooting 64%. Henry Clay might be shooting 68%, but when you look at it, down in crunch time, Henry Clay shooting 76% because mostly it's Isaiah Tisdale. And fortunately for Scott County is shooting 74% because most of the time that's Cooper Robb. So we'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll talk a little bit more about who's going to be going to the 11th region tournament and also get Mark's keys to the ball game. We're about 3.5 minutes away from tip-off. Hope you're enjoying us down at Galvin's, watching the game on the big screen tonight, according to the boss. So you better be if you're not. So we want to shout out to Galvin's for watching us online and live at the restaurant. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. You're watching 42nd District Championship basketball action on the Scott County Sports Network. Back after this.
Time for oral surgery. You need a surgeon you can trust and feel at home with. Consider Dr. Robert Henderson at Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery. Specializing in wisdom teeth extraction, surgery to prepare for dentures, biopsies, corrective jaw surgery, TMJ disorders, and dental implants. All outpatient procedures are performed right here in our office. We participate with most insurance, we offer care credit, and take care of all the paperwork. Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery will give you a lot to smile about.
J&L Pharmacy and Home Medical Equipment, located on South Broadway in Georgetown, Kentucky, is locally owned and operated by Scott County native Philip Johnson. J&L Pharmacy can meet all your prescription and compounding needs, and they will match all local pharmacy prescription cash prices, guaranteed. They have a convenient drive-through window, offer free local delivery, and are open 6 days a week. J&L can also provide you with all your home medical needs, including home oxygen with 24-hour emergency service. Stop by the store or give them a call at 502-863-9823 for all your pharmacy needs.
Well, there's a big name in cars that we all know. Shoot.
Over 40 years, and Frank Shoup in Georgetown is still a big name in cars.
He's big on service and he's big on deals. He sells all the biggest names on wheels. Frank Shoup's a new tradition. Bring on the competition. Frank Shoup is gonna set the
Scott County Physical Therapy is a privately owned physical therapy practice specializing in outpatient orthopedics, sports and industrial rehab, neurological rehabilitation, low back pain, neck pain, and arthritic conditions. Our mission is to provide the highest quality physical therapy to assist each individual and the community at large. Scott County Physical Therapy, a journey to wellness. To contact the physical therapist and Scott County Physical Therapy, please dial 502-863-4242. Scott County Physical Therapy is the title sponsor for Scott County Athletics.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. Mike Ritchie, Mark Walls, Scott Willard, Kevin Ritchie. 42nd District Championship basketball game, Henry Clay, Scott County. Both teams ranked in the top 5, top 10s of the state, depending upon which basketball poll you look at. Henry Clay ranked as high as number 3. And Mark, when you look at it, they're 26-5 record. I don't think anybody thought they'd be that good this season.
Well, like I said, I think both seeded the win-loss. I think everybody thought these were to be the two teams in the 42nd District here tonight. Like I said, both teams have had an outstanding year, and like I said, this is what basketball is all about at the high school level. I mean, it's end of February, 1st of March. These two teams advance. Then starting next week, Mike, is one and done again. So, it's anybody's game.
Mark, talking about it, next week's tournament, when you look at it, here's the teams that will be going to the 11th region. We don't know who's going to win or who's going to be runners-up yet, but you got Franklin County and Woodford County. I think that game's a toss-up. Both those teams have the chance to upset you, but both of those teams probably in the bottom half of the lineup when you look at it and you start putting them in chance to win percentages. You agree with that?
I would agree with that.
Scott County, Henry Clay, both teams, regardless of who wins the night, both teams are going to be a hard out in that 11th region tournament, so toss-up there. Lafayette Dunbar. Lafayette's one of the few teams ranked in the top 10. I think has a shot against Dunbar. What do you think on that one?
I think that's could be, and the thing about it is don't count Lafayette out next week in Richmond because they're going to be a tough matchup for people.
And then nothing against the 44th District, but Madison Central's won it for 177 straight years. They take on Madison Central, and Madison Central's defeated Dunbar, so a good opportunity for them to make some noise as well. We'll take our final timeout. We'll come back for the tip-off, 42nd District Championship Basketball Tournament. Back after this.
The Scott County Public Library allows 3-week checkouts. This allows you to enjoy your favorite books, movies, and DVDs free of charge. Unlike a credit card, we don't charge interest. We save you money. We're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Just use your library card and PIN number to put books or movies on hold or download ebooks and free music. Scott County Public Library. Every day, every age.
Georgetown means great cars, great local sports, great people, and Galvin's, a great place where friends meet for great Galvin's food. Galvin's voted the best local restaurant in Georgetown. Enjoy a great specialty sandwich from Philly cheesesteaks to Strombolis. Bring the whole family. Watch the big games on the big screens. You'll watch the game. We'll make the munchies like our signature pizzas and home-cut potato chips. Galvin's on Main Street next to the courthouse. Join us on Facebook for all the latest Galvin's action.
Georgetown Community Hospital is a 75-bed acute care facility with an award-winning history providing excellence in health care. Georgetown has been named one of the best places to work in Kentucky for 5 of the last 6 years. The hospital continues to add new medical services and to grow the number of specialists and primary care physicians. It also features an award-winning ICU, medical surgery unit, and 24-hour emergency services. Georgetown Hospital, located on Lexington Road in Georgetown, Kentucky. Here for your needs 24 hours a day.
People's Exchange Bank doesn't think you can get where you want to go by cutting corners, playing games, or sacrificing relationships. Roots take time to grow and give strength and stability. Since 1912, our banks and our people have been part of your community. And while our services continue to keep pace with your need for today's high-tech conveniences, we know that loyalty never grows old. You don't just need a bank, you need people. People's Exchange Bank. People serving people since 1912.
19-6-8. Welcome back to the 42nd District Championship game. Mark, before we get to the starting lineups, we talked about making free throws. Isaiah Tisdale in the first game was 16 of 19. In the second game, he was 6 of 8. And we talk about it all the time. in high school, the best way to become a 20-point scorer is to make your free throws, and that shows it right there.
Well, that's a big task here for Scott County tonight. Tisdale hung 40 on him last time he was in this gym. They've got to figure out a way to keep him out of the lane and don't put him on the free throw line because he's going to make you pay. And Mike, again, that's what he does to help his team win. And coming down the stretch, I don't know that there's a better player in the 11th region, may not be a better player in the state right now than how well Tisdale is playing for the Blue Devils.
All righty, starting lineup for Henry Clay, a 6'1 senior, number 0, Isaiah Tisdale, a 6'3 senior guard, number 3, Leander Ridgway, a 6'3 sophomore forward, number 23, Justin Mitchell, a 5'8 senior, number 30, Jaquez Simpson, and a 6'5 senior, number 44, Jordan Houston. Henry Clay, a 26-5 record. Starting out for Scott County, first up, number 10, Cooper Robb, with a 6'1 sophomore, 11 points, 5.5 rebounds a ball game. Also a freshman guard, a 6-footer, number 14, Glenn Covington, 7 points, 2 rebounds a ball game. Starting at the guard spot, the sharpshooter, number 2, Bryce Long. He's a 6'1 freshman, 12 points, 3 rebounds a ball game. The other freshman in the lineup, a 6'6 freshman forward, number 24, Michael Marino. 14 points, 10 rebounds a ball game. Rounding out the starting lineup, the big man inside, double fours, Cooper Watts, a 6'6 junior center, 10.5 points, 7.5 rebounds for head coach Billy Hicks. 22 years at the job, 9-16 and 252, 27-4 mark, and you can say what you want to. Alan Feldhouse might have got the coach of the year, but you can't tell me that anybody did a better job exceeding expectations than Billy Hicks this season. No, this might be one of his better jobs in a long, storied career. But to do what he did with bringing these freshmen along and getting them to play as a unit and accept the philosophy of team basketball, just been a phenomenal job by the whole coaching staff here at Scott County this year. You know, it's one of those things, Coach Hicks usually doesn't get a lot of consideration because it's like, well, he's got the best team, best talent. Here's a season right here where you can definitely say you couldn't hold that against him, and he winds up not getting it anyway. So enough editorials. We're done with that. Again, special thanks to the folks down at Galvin's for bringing it on the big screen. We're getting set for tip-off. Scott County in the home white. Henry Clay in the road black. Jordan Houston and Cooper Watts, and we're on the floor already. Marking tell right there. First action of the ball game tells you it's championship season, KHSAA style. So Henry Clay has the basketball. Jaquez Simpson in with the big boys. Gets a block. Houston gets it back. Simpson fakes the 3, and Cooper Watts flat out kills him. Yeah, and Cooper's got to be careful right there. He can't pick up some silly fouls. And in that one right there, he was so pumped up wanting to block it, he went for the head fake. Nice job by Mitchell there, forcing him to make the foul. So the officials, good crew as always, Bo Queen, Don Warner Jr., and Andy Dunn. I know we say that, but we mean it. Good job with the fake. Good job defensively for Scott County. Glenn Covington got the assignment, and pretty much he's going to earn his money tonight. Well, and he's got to make him earn everything. Tisdale, tough take, and there's the tip from Mitchell. No good. Marino, big rebound, and Scott County out quickly. Glenn Covington back out to Robb. Robb forcing the action for Scott County. Marino, 8-foot baseline jumper, no good. Cooper Watts got lucky right there. The rebound, Leander Ridgway. Back to Ridgway at the top of the key. Left side to Mitchell. Mitchell in the paint. Watts with the block, and he picks up 2. Not the start if you're a Scott County fan that you want. No, that's Scott County, 2 fouls. Cooper Watts with both of them, and here comes Clem Dameron. And that's a guy we forgot to talk about. We talked about Paul Price and the job he's done coming off the bench. You cannot say Scott County would have been here without the senior leadership and the enthusiasm and the 6-man role that Clem Dameron has taken on. Exactly. So Clem Dameron, the 6th man, getting to come in early, a little over a minute in the ball game. Free throw no good, and here comes Clem Dameron. Dameron, 6'5 senior, 7.6 points, a little over 4 rebounds a ball game, and not the start you want if you're a Scott County fan. No, you're going to need Cooper Watts on the floor. Question is, does he sit the rest of the half, which that's a long time. Second free throw is good. So give Justin Mitchell the first points of the ball game. Scott County. There comes a trap. Tisdale knocks it out of bounds. Now Cooper Robb's got to be careful right there about getting the ball sideline and picking up that dribble right there. You want to keep that ball in the middle of the floor, Mike. So they're saying there's something on the floor.
Daniel must have real good eyes because I'm not sure anybody else sees it.
It's a good way to get a cheap 20-second timeout. Something going on with the B team.
Coach Covington right there in the middle of it.
Oh, it's Powder. They must be doing the LeBron or something. So Dameron with the basketball to Rob right side. On the drive, forces contact. Bucket is no good, and the foul is going to be on Justin Mitchell. His first, team first.
And that's a good call. Scott County fans don't like it because the basket went in, but that whistle was blown before he even attempted to put the shot up.
That'd been good in the NBA.
Oh, yeah.
So 6:44 to go. We got a slugfest going here, 1-0. Henry Clay with the lead.
And Scott County catches a break, might get to take the ball out of bounds underneath the basket instead on the side. So watch for the play here to try to hit Marino on the curl.
Misses the bank shot. And the rebound, Jordan Houston. Drive Ridgeway, no good. Houston with the rebound over Dameron. Puts it back up, bank shot in and out. Marino loses it to Cooper Rob. Rob loses it, gets it back, splits three defenders, and going to the bucket. Trying to get it inside to Dameron, no good. And Mitchell loses it, and they're going to say out of bounds off of Scott County. And Mark, I think Jordan Houston is going to be a key to the ball game because he is the one guy that has the size, and especially with Cooper Watts out of the ball game, he has the one guy that can dominate inside for Henry Clay.
Yeah, he's got the girth, and Clem Dameron's got the job of keeping him off the boards, and that's going to be a tough job for the senior.
Here's Tisdale into the paint. Well, the walk call, but Marino gets the loose ball.
I'm going to tell you, that's going to be the key. Henry Clay's going to try to force the ball as Bryce Long hits his first one, Mike. That's a good sign for Scott County.
3 points for Bryce Long. Scott County with the lead. Inside to Houston, flips it out to Ridgeway. The lefty shoots for three. Good.
He's had a great senior year, Mike, for the Blue Devils.
Ridgeway 33% behind the three-point line. That shot looked pretty right there. Inside to Dameron, loose ball. Cooper Rob comes up with it to Bryce Long. Long back to Rob. Rob at the baseline. Picked up by Dameron. Mark, can you tell it's not regular season?
A little bit of nerves.
15-footer, no good.
And
Rob with the putback and the foul.
Best rebounding guard in the state, pound for pound, Mike. Foul is on Jaquez Simpson, his first, team second, so Cooper Rob will get a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Rob, no good. Ridgeway with an easy rebound. 5-4 is the score. Scott County up 1. 5:09 to go here in the first. So, Mark, if you're Scott County, do you try to get the ball out of Tisdale's hands, or you try to double team him once he has it? Mitchell with his second, or third point of the night.
I think you're going to have to force him to give it up and hopefully try to make someone else
There's the bad pass. Houston steals. Covington takes it away, and they're going to say foot on the floor. It's going to say white ball. Jordan Houston with a good anticipation read on the pass from Rob, but Glenn Covington even better, scuffling with her a little bit. And Don Warner says, Jordan Houston, you were on the sideline. Scott County basketball.
They're running two players at Cooper Rob. They've got to bring someone up to help as Marino comes at that time.
Long fakes the three, takes a step to the right, misses the three.
Ridgeway. They're going to have to find Ridgeway.
Ridgeway, 2 3-pointers, give him 6 points. You look up down 4. It's 9-5 early. 4:25 to go here in the first quarter. We'll take a timeout back after this on the Scott County Sports Network.
Well, there's a big name in cars that we all know.
Over 40 years, and Frank Shoup in Georgetown is still a big name in cars.
He's big on service and he's big on deals. He sells all the biggest names on wheels. Frank Shoup's a new tradition. Bring on the competition. Frank Shoop is gonna set the pace.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. Mark, purpose of that timeout.
I think Coach Hicks wanted to make sure that they understood the importance of transition defense. They're a little slow getting back from offense, and they can't leave Ridgeway alone. Right now, that's a foul on Paul Pierce as he holds Cooper Robb. And right now, I'd say Henry Clay's done a pretty good job of watching tape of the Dunbar game because they're rushing two people trying to force someone else to bring the ball up the floor besides Cooper Robb, who takes it all the way and misses it. Houston on the rebound, the quick outlet to Price. He's going 1-on-2, no good, and Covington comes up with the ball.
So 9-5 the score. Scott County down 4. Covington with the floater, no good. And the rebound, Tisdale quickly out to Ridgeway. Ridgeway around Marino, good. Leander Ridgeway, we talked about him having a pretty good senior campaign. He's having a good one up to this point.
Scott County needs to slow it down a little bit on offense, Mike, rushing the shots just a tad. A lot of time left in this game. That's going to be a turnover.
So Tisdale with the basketball being guarded closely by Covington. Step back three-pointer, no good. Mitchell with the rebound, it's no good. Marino taps it up, keeping it alive. We're going to say off of Ridgeway, out of bounds.
And that's the kind of shot you want to force Tisdale to take. It was contested. That's what you want to do. Right now, Scott County needs a bucket, Mike. They really need to get some points on the board in this possession to settle it down a little bit. Henry Clay matching up in a 2-1-2 zone, so they're going to force Scott County to work the ball up the floor, a la what you saw Dunbar do. Nice penetration. Nice penetration there by Bryce Long. Clem Dameron gets fouled, so he'll be at the line shooting two. Got to finish that shot. That would have been a good spot for a three-point play, and that foul was on Justin Mitchell, his second, team fourth. So that'll put Clem Dameron on the line. Free throw wise, Mike shooting 63% for the year for the senior. First one up and it's good. Number 10, Jordan Jones in the game for Scott County, replacing Mitchell. Jordan Jones is a 6'1" senior. Clem Dameron set to shoot the second free throw. It's up and good. So Scott County gets the points they needed out of the possession, makes it 11-7 with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Heavyweight fight here tonight as both teams are going to be in a run, and right there, Glenn Covington can't armbar him right there. He kind of came up and put both hands on him. That's going to be automatic every time as Glenn Covington picks up his first foul. Team third on Scott County. Henry Clay will put the ball out, inbounds off the side. Trying to force Tisdale, and he splits it, and he gets all the way to the basket, and he's going to pick up a foul. That foul is going to be on Bryce Long. The freshman picks up his first foul, team fourth, and they're going to put Tisdale on the line for 2 free throws, shooting 76% for the year, kind of hoping that you could keep him off the schneid a little bit. Tisdale's first one up, rims out. Still hadn't scored. Got a sub in the game for Henry Clay. Houston's going out, and number 22, Crizell Mitchell, 6-foot senior, coming in the game. Remember Crizell when he was in the 8th grade? He was over at Georgetown Middle School. Family moved to Lexington. Tisdale's second free throw up and good, so the senior gets his first point tonight, makes it 12-7, Henry Clay. Cooper Robb over the half-court line.
Long Bryce the three. Good job.
Good job. Good ball rotation, Mike, from Marino at the top of the key.
6 points for Bryce Long. 12-10 is the score. There's the floater, no good. Jordan Jones tried to tap it back in, but Cooper Robb comes away with it. They don't stop him. He forces contact, and the foul is going to be on Mr. Paul Price, if I'm a guessing man.
It's a pretty good guess.
Paul Price, his second, Mark.
And that puts Cooper Robb back at the line. Mike missed his only attempt there tonight. Shooting 74% for the year. And he's 0 for 2. Number 30, Waukee Simpson back in the game for Henry Clay, replacing Price.
So Cooper Robb gets 2 free throws. 1 of 2 at the line earlier. First one is good. Correction, 0 for 1 at the line earlier.
Yep, makes 1 of 2 that time, Mike. So it's
3 points for Cooper Robb. 2:24 to go. 12-11. Blue Devils have had the lead the whole night.
And Jones.
Jordan Jones at the 15-footer mark. That looked good.
He hits that shot all night. Scott County may be in trouble, Mike. More of a slasher and a leaper from what we've seen in the previous 2 games. So he starts hitting that jumper. That's going to be tough.
There's the cut, Mark. And that was a tough shot right there. That baseline floater from about 6 feet. It was a good idea, but you kind of like a regular jump shot from the baseline, don't you?
Yeah, you just like you said, that's a tough shot on the normal drive.
Somebody better get an eye on Leander Ridgway. He come to play tonight.
Well, Mike, they're letting him drive with the left hand as Cooper Robb spins. Ball's not going to drop. Yep. Mitchell with the rebound.
Brazil Mitchell with the rebound to Tisdale. I'll tell you what, they're letting Glenn Covington get some bumps all over Tisdale.
And yeah, he's getting returned right there.
They're going to say out of bounds. I'll tell you what.
Standing on the inline. They're letting them play here tonight, Mike. The 2 teams are going to determine who wins tonight.
I'll tell you what, Isaiah Tisdale, he's getting beat up a little bit right now. I'm going to be honest with you.
Well, but, you know, Mike, he uses his body on the drive. So, I mean, it's kind of a tit for tat. What are you going to do right there? And another unforced turnover. Scott County speeding up, and they don't have to, Mike. They don't. It's not that hard to press right now.
Here comes Cam Fluker, the freshman for Scott County. Cooper Robb.
That's just to give him a break and ask him to just calm his nerves down just a tad. He's playing just a little quick.
.123 to go, 16-11, and there's a chip foul on Glenn Covington. That'll be his second. Dakota Allen, the junior, into the ball game for Glenn Covington. 1:22 to go, 16-11. Henry Clay with a 5-point lead. Basketball in the hands of their senior standout, Isaiah Tisdale. Simpson with the 3, no good. Marino just takes it away from Jordan Jones. Quickly out to Bryce Long. Goes around Ridgway, and Ridgway gets away with the back tip. Simpson picks it up, back to Ridgway, and he's going to one place, Mark. That's the hole. 12 points.
Can't make that floating pass against that kind of defense, Mike, right there. You got to make the shorter, quicker, sharper passes.
So been exciting, pressure-packed first quarter, excuse me.
Both teams running some players in. Coach Brown trying to keep his guys rested and fresh. Michael Marino gets fouled. That's going to be Jordan Jones, his first, team 6. So Michael Marino will go to the line, hopefully Mike, to get his first 2 points of the game.
So Michael Marino at the free throw line for the season, 72%, clanks the first one.
Scott County struggling a little bit here from the free throw line.
Really good crowd here tonight, kind of like back in the old days, isn't it, Mark?
Yep.
B team's packed.
Michael Marino drains the second one, so he gets his first point of the game, Mike.
18-12, 45 seconds to go. Basketball in the hands of Ridgway.
Tisdale getting a break, so Ridgway will take over the point duties. Cam Fluker's going to giving up quite a bit of size. He's going to have to use his quickness to keep Ridgway out of the lane, Mike.
So Keyston Brown in the ball game with Raymond Jackson. Ridgway with the floater. Houston with the putback. It's no good. Michael Marino with the rebound and the foul.
They're going to call that on number 5, I believe.
5 is going to be number Raymond Jackson. His first, team 7. So Michael Marino at the free throw line. Scott County will be in the bonus. And we're not to the end of the first quarter yet. And Mark, if I remember correctly, in the last game, number 5, Raymond Jackson, kind of gave Cooper Robb a little bit of fits, didn't he?
Yeah, he really did. Got up underneath of him a little bit on the press, and you kind of thought he would be playing a little bit more tonight as Tisdale comes back in. Ridgway going to get a quick break.
Tisdale in for Leander Ridgway. 26.4 seconds to go. Michael Marino, no good. Jordan Jones with the rebound for Henry Clay. Here comes the jump trap. They get it to Keyston Brown. Brown left side to Jackson.
Now Henry Clay, to combat that, has put Tisdale in the middle.
Tisdale has the good pass to Jones, blocked by Dameron. And there's the outlet pass to Bryce Long. Good pass from Michael Marino. And the heave at the buzzer is just short off the rim. 18-14, 1 quarter in the books. Scott County down 4. It's Henry Clay 18. Scott County 14. First quarter is complete in the 42nd District Championship game. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this on the Scott County Sports Network.
Hi, Dick Stockton here. I've been announcing sports for over 40 years, and I know a winning team when I see one. Greens Toyota of Lexington has what it takes to win, which is why Greens is Kentucky's #1 Toyota dealer 2 years running. Family owned for over 40 years, Greens strives to give excellent customer service and best value for the dollar. No matter what department, parts, service, or sales, Greens continues to move forward doing business the right way every day. Be a part of Greens' winning team. Greens Toyota. Great people, great cars. Think green.
Steve Skierman, agency manager at the Scott County Farm Bureau Insurance, would like you to know that as your local insurance agent, he is right here in your community, ready to help you with all your insurance needs. In the event of a loss, you can count on Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance to help you through it. We have local claims adjusters to serve you at your time of loss. We are knowledgeable about our community and can provide valuable assistance and advice when needed. Call the office today at 502-863-2454 for a free, no obligation quote. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, big on commitment.
United Bank.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. 1 quarter in the book, Mark. Scott County puts up 14. Henry Clay puts up 18, Mark. And it seemed like it took forever, about 2 minutes for either team to score. It's 1-0 there for a while. Looking at the stats quickly, what jumps out at you?
14-9. Scott County's losing the rebound battle. They've got to do a better job on the boards as Bryce Long throws one up from the corner.
That's out of bounds. Nobody touched it, they said?
Scott County losing the turnover battle, Mike. They have 5. Henry Clay's only got 3. Those are 2 areas that I believe Scott County's got to come out on top to be victorious here tonight. Cooper Watts back in the game, start second quarter with 2 fouls, Mike.
Tisdale gets it to Ridgeway. He'll join Jordan Houston, Jordan Jones, and Jaquise Simpson for the Blue Devils. Curl screen for Simpson. Misses the 3. Jordan Houston, one-arm rebound. Put back is no good. It's going to be out of bounds. Cooper Robb in there battling, but giving up 5 inches to Mr. Houston.
And, Mike, I think a little bit that being left-handed, both Tisdale and Ridgeway, Scott County's kind of forgetting that because they're letting Ridgeway go to the middle. He's on the right side of the floor, so he's going to his strong hand every time. You've got to, in my opinion, you've got to make him go baseline and use the right hand.
So Scott County has Dakota Allen, Michael Marino, Cooper Watts, Bryce Long, and Cooper Robb in the lineup. Swing pass to Ridgeway, fakes the 3, goes baseline. Around Marino, up and in. Ridgeway having a night, 14 points already. Bryce Long tries to answer, 2-pointer no good. Simpson quickly out to pun Tisdale. Tisdale, you got to stop him. Nobody does, and he doesn't finish though. Simpson gets back to Ridgeway, back to Tisdale. The lefty fires the 3, money.
Scott County giving them too many opportunities on the glass. They're not rebounding.
So 30-second timeout. Coach Hicks is not happy with Tisdale getting that 3-pointer off. 7 minutes to go in the half. 23-19. The lead's at 9. Henry Clay with the advantage. Back after this.
Scott County Physical Therapy is a privately owned physical therapy practice specializing in outpatient orthopedics, sports and industrial rehab, neurological rehabilitation, low back pain, neck pain, and arthritic conditions. Our mission is to provide the highest quality physical therapy to assist each individual and the community at large. Scott County Physical Therapy, a journey to wellness. To contact the physical therapist and Scott County Physical Therapy, please dial 502-863-4242. Scott County Physical Therapy is the title sponsor for Scott County Athletics.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. 7 minutes to go. Coach Hicks, one thing simply on that, you don't let Pun Tisdale get an open 3, do you, Mark?
Well, and you got to rebound the basketball. Right now, Scott County's giving up way too many opportunities.
Robb up and under. Can't get it to go, but picks up the foul.
That's
0. Tisdale picks up his first, team 8.
So Cooper Robb back at the line for 2, Mike. Struggling there a little bit tonight.
And, Mark, you talked about it in the first quarter. Henry Clay was 2 of 4. Scott County 4 of 8 from the free throw line.
Cooper Robb nails that one.
4 points for Mr. Robb.
Right now, Scott County's not really doing a good job of putting a body on Henry Clay when the shot's taken. They're turning around trying to go to the rim, and they just can't out-jump them.
Marino gets the offensive rebound on the miss. Over to Robb. Long pass to Covington, just a little bit too high for the Scott County wide receiver. Out of bounds, Henry Clay basketball.
He's got great hands, but it's got to be at a level he can get to it.
So Tisdale on the bounce. Power stop, and they're going to pick up the foul. They're going to count it, give him a continuation.
Are you kidding?
Covington picks up his third.
Wow.
Team sixth.
The only thing there is that, Tisdale is a great player. I don't want to take anything away from him right there, but he initiates as much of that contact as the defensive is, and I think that's a tough call if you're trying to be the defender right there, because it seems like the offensive guy is getting the advantage.
So Dakota Allen in for Glenn Covington. Tisdale 7 points.
That's 7 quick points, Mike, considering you didn't score until almost the end of the first quarter.
Yep. 26-15, the lead's at 11. Henry Clay's been in charge the whole night. Cooper Robb forcing another foul. Foul's going to be on Jaquise Simpson. That'll be his second. Team 9. Large crowd here tonight, but they're still waiting for something to happen, aren't they, Mark?
Yep, Cooper Robb hits the first one. Raymond Jackson back in the game, Mike, for Henry Clay, giving Simpson a break.
Raymond Jackson, Keyston Brown, both of them freshmen, both of them plays early.
Cooper Robb misses the second.
Still struggling. Cooper Robb takes it away from Ridgeway. They're going to say Robb had a foot on the end line.
Senior's playing awful hard right now, but he can't catch a break right now, Mike.
Tisdale with the pick goes around Houston. Step back three. No good. Dakota Allen rebound for Scott County. Quickly in the hands of Robb. Cooper Robb inside to Watts. Watts undercut by Jordan Jones. And they're going to say Cooper Robb a little gingerly getting out. But the foul's going to be on Jordan Jones, his second. Team 10, 2 shots for Scott County. Mark, and we're 6 minutes to go in the first half. And you would say that's a bonus for Scott County, but the way they're shooting free throws tonight, I'm not quite so sure yet.
No, they're struggling at the line.
Cooper Robb's feeling a little bit of the pain. They're going to put in Clem Dameron. Dameron shooting 63%. And Mark, no way by my comment am I intending that Jordan Jones did anything on purpose. But when you get underneath somebody like that, a lot of awkward things can happen to you because you're not expecting that contact. So Clem Dameron off the bench, shooting free throws, money. Clem Dameron, his first point of the night.
Mitchell back in the game for Henry Clay, replacing Jones.
Griselle Mitchell.
Second one up and good for Clem.
Clem Dameron, the best shooting free throw substituter in the history of the game. What do you think? Nobody can be any better. He's 100% right now. Tough take. Long rebound, Bryce Long. Long pulls it back out, picks up his dribble. Can't do that. He gets it to Marino. Marino
nice
finish.
Job right there.
Great pass to Marino. A better finish from Michael. And might have got fouled there. No call.
And, Mike, this is shaping up just like the previous 2 games. It's games of runs. And right now Scott County's on one, and Tisdale's going to throw it up. He's going to get bailed out with a foul. That's going to be on Dakota Allen.
Dakota Allen, his first, team 7. So Henry Clay in the bonus. And Coach Hicks just throws his hands up. And the thing about Mark, in my opinion, with Isaiah Tisdale, you can't let him get to the lane.
Yeah, keep him out of the lane.
Once he gets to the lane, he's going to get those calls, and rightfully so. Whether you agree with it or not, the key to him is keeping him out of that lane.
Well, if you're going to take the contact, you need to fall. They're not going to give you the charge call if you don't fall.
27-20. He misses the second. Quick outlet pass to Dakota Allen, right side. Over to Long. Long fakes the three. Goes baseline. Shot blocked by Tisdale. Long gets it back. Gets killed. No foul. And they're going to call the foul on Bryce Long. His second.
Frustration foul right there on Bryce. We'll put Tisdale right back at the line for 1-1.
.5:26 to go, 27-20. Tisdale 1 of 2 the last time. Hits this one. Give him 8.
Makes them both.
Shout out to William Warfield watching us on this 65-inch big screen TV at home. Glad he's watching us tonight. William Gary Ball of PrepSpin.com.
Cooper Robb gets fouled by Raymond Jackson, Mike. Sorry.
That's fine.
Picks up his second foul.
PrepSpin does a great job promoting high school athletics. They'll be over carrying the 11th region tournament next week, boys and girls games. Check them out on PrepSpin.com. Cooper Robb making a living at the free throw line, just not making much money yet.
Right now,
3 for 8.
Right now, Keaton Brown comes back in for the Blue Devils. Right now, that basket at the other end of the gym, Mike, has got a lid on it for Scott County.
So 5:20 to go. 29-20 is the score. Cooper Robb. Give him 6. Rizal Mitchell back to Tisdale. Tisdale has Dakota Allen right next to him. Spin move in the paint. Out to Ridgeway. He's been quiet for a while.
Man,
not anymore. Ridgeway, 16 points.
Pushes the lead back to 10, Mike.
4:52 to go. 31-21. A game of runs here. Scott County got the lead down to 6.
Big basket by Dakota Allen. Big basket by Dakota Allen at top of the key for a 3.
3 points for Mr. Allen. 31-24. Tisdale into Dameron. Gets contact. Bank shot no good. Long rebound to Bryce Long. And Long bank shots it off a couple of the knees of the defenders for Henry Clay. Out of bounds, Scott County basketball.
And I like the aggressiveness, but that's 1-on-3.
Yep.
I don't know what you do 1-on-3 if you don't, you're begging to get bailed out by the foul. Scott County lucky to get the ball as Michael Marino spins, scores on the inbounds pass.
Michael Marino, a quiet 5 points for him up to this point.
Makes it 31-26, Mike. They're going to call that on Cooper Robb.
So Cooper Robb picks up his second.
Team 9.
First, I'm sorry, Team 9.
So that's going to put Isaiah Tisdale back at the line for 1-and-1.
So Tisdale's been to the free throw line a lot for Henry Clay. Cooper Robb's been there a lot for Scott County. Tisdale winning that battle, though. 9 points for Pun Tisdale.
And again, he's making a living at the free throw line. And if you're Scott County, you got to keep him off the free throw line.
Having a uniform check, making sure they're tucked in.
You know, Mike, I think they ought to go back to the old football uniforms where they had the snap buttons, Either that or go to the Marquette uniforms and let them hang out.
Now, there's some question of whether Tisdale is the one that actually got fouled on that, but nobody caught it. So 10 points for Tisdale. He comes out. Here comes Raymond Jackson.
He was one of the two. So the question was, did you hold him or did you foul a guy trying to set the pick?
I know which one I'd be calling for if I'm a Scott County fan.
I'd try to get the pick.
So 33-26, 4:12 to go. Scott County been down by as much as 13. Cooper Robb, contact the other way. Makes the bucket, gets the foul. Rizal Mitchell. So Cooper Robb to the free throw line.
Gets that one rattled around.
9 points for Mr. Robb. 33-29. Here comes Tisdale. He's into the ball game for Raymond Jackson. They got Keyston Brown, Leander Ridgway, Jordan Houston, and number 34, Walt Finch into the ball game as well, the 6'5 senior. Ridgway straight down the pipe, misses the shot. Quick rebound as always. The outlet pass.
Clem Dameron off the reception. Nice job by Cooper Robb. Draws the defense. Kicks, and Daniel Brown wants a timeout.
So 33-31, the 11-point lead for Henry Clay has disappeared down to 2. It's 33-31, 3:50 to go in the first half. 42nd District Championship trophy on the line here on the Scott County Sports Network.
Time for oral surgery. You need a surgeon you can trust and feel at home with. Consider Dr. Robert Henderson at Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery. Specializing in wisdom teeth extraction, surgery to prepare for dentures, biopsies, corrective jaw surgery, TMJ disorders, and dental implants. All outpatient procedures are performed right here in our office. We participate with most insurance, we offer care credit, and take care of all the paperwork. Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery will give you a lot to smile about.
Welcome back to the Donnie Lemons broadcast booth here at Scott County High School. 42nd District Championship basketball game. Mark, it's been a game of runs right here. Scott County's been on a 9-0 run to get the lead down to 2 points for Henry Clay. 33-31. The Blue Devils with the basketball.
Yeah, they're doing a better job of handling the press, Mike, and that's opened up some opportunities for them.
Ridgway.
Nice hands, but then they turn around, throw it away, and Brown gets it and puts it in.
Keyston Brown, right place, right time.
Great defensive play, and then turn around and give it right back.
Step back two-pointer from Bryce Long, money. 10 points for the freshman.
I think Bryce Long likes that matchup, Mike. I think he feels like he gets that shot over top of Brown whenever he wants it.
Jordan Houston, 15-footer wing jumper, no good.
If you're Scott County, that's a shot you want him taking.
Bryce Long, right side, goes around Brown, up, and the foul is going to be called on the Blue Devils. Walt Finch with the foul, his first, team more than 10.
So Bryce Long at the line for his first trip to the free throw line. First one up and no good.
So the struggle still continues for Scott County at the free throw line. This is 2. Can't wait for the halftime stats to see what Scott County is at the free throw line. I guarantee you it's got 65%. Good pass from Ridgway to Houston. 3 points for Jordan Houston.
Can't let him go baseline, Mike.
37-33.
Got to cut off the baseline.
Three-pointer left side. Marino.
And Mike, I just was thinking, you ought to clear it out and let Marino operate top of the key one-on-one with Finch. I don't think Finch can handle him in the open floor.
Ridgway open left side.
Wow, he had missed tonight.
Ridgway, 19 points. 46-30. Got us a dogfight going on right here.
Nice pass.
Dameron finish.
And that's what I'm saying, Mike. I think Michael Marino's got a mismatch he can take advantage of if they're going to play him with Walt Finch.
40-38, 2 to go. Back tip from Robb. And Robb picks up his second foul. Team 10, so both teams shooting 2 for the rest of the half. And Mark, I know you want to make that play, but really in that situation, you don't need the back tip.
Well, the only thing I'm going to say is I was always taught to watch the basketball when it occurs, and if it goes more than a couple of inches away from you, then you can kind of figure that you got all ball.
Yep. Ridgway with 20.
If the ball doesn't go too far, then you figure you got all arm. That ball went across court. That's all I'm going to say, Mike.
Good point. Ridgway, 21 points. What a night for the senior. Under 2 to go, 42-38.
You almost got to think he's thinking, okay, last game, Tisdale, you put up 40. Tonight's my night. I don't know where Clem thought Bryce Long was going, but there was a miscommunication bad on that possession.
Cam Fluker in for Cooper Robb. I don't think he wants Cooper Robb to pick up that third foul.
Very good point, Mike. Very good point.
So Scott County's had the run to get it to 2. They've had a lot of opportunities to tie it. Have been able to do so. And you got to watch out. A run for Henry Clay coming up right here, especially with Scott County's #1 ball handler on the bench with 2 fouls. Ridgeway to Brown. Tisdale killed by Bryce Long. His third.
That puts Tisdale back at the line for 2, Mike.
Mark, how many free throws is he attempting? Take your time. I know it's a lot.
11. With these 2, it'll be his 10th and 11th in the first half.
Josh Davis, the sophomore off the bench for Scott County. Tisdale with his 11th point. 10 of those in the second quarter. Josh Davis, a 6'2" sophomore quarterback on the football team. 2 points and a rebound a ball game. Tisdale makes them both, give him 12. So Tisdale with 12, Ridgeway with 21. Leading the way for the Blue Devils. Scott County led in scoring by Marino with 8, Robb with 9, Long with 10.
Dangerous time right now for Scott County. Got to be smart with each possession as Michael Marino takes Finch to the basket. Again, Mike, that's a matchup that I like if I'm Coach Billy Hicks. Shows the versatility of Michael Marino to put the ball on the floor 15, 18 feet away.
So again, congratulations to the Henry Clay Blue Devils as Tisdale scores again.
It's too easy, Mike.
They won the 42nd District Girls Championship game here tonight, 79-72 over Bryan Station. Fluker
nice
Dameron in the hands. He just didn't catch it before he went to score. 44 seconds to go, 46-40. Scott County hasn't scored in a while. Tisdale wide open at the top of the key. The lefty banks.
Wow.
The shot. 17 points.
You want to make them work, but I don't think you want to make and leave Tisdale the one open. Josh Davis has the ball stolen, and he's going to lose the ball out of bounds.
Coach Brown did not like that call. Robb back at the Marino, back to Robb. Turn around 3, no good. Dakota Allen with the putback, it's no good. Houston with the rebound, 9 seconds to go.
I'm not sure Scott County wanted that quicker shot right there. And Tisdale's going to get all the way to the basket.
And scores. That was a long 9 seconds, Mark. Isaiah Tisdale, 19 points, had 18 points in that quarter. Leon Ridgeway had 12 in the first, 9 in the second to give him 21. So we go to halftime, Scott County. Like you said, Mark, a game of runs. They got it down to 2, had many opportunities to tie it. You look up, Henry Clay answers. And at the half, it's the score. Henry Clay 51. Scott County 40 on the Scott County Sports Network. Back after this 4-minute timeout.
Time for oral surgery. You need a surgeon you can trust and feel at home with. Consider Dr. Robert Henderson at Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery. Specializing in wisdom teeth extraction, surgery to prepare for dentures, biopsies, corrective jaw surgery, TMJ disorders, and dental implants. All outpatient procedures are performed right here in our office. We participate with most insurance, we offer care credit, and take care of all the paperwork. Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery will give you a lot to smile about.
J&L Pharmacy and Home Medical Equipment, located on South Broadway in Georgetown, Kentucky, is locally owned and operated by Scott County native Philip Johnson. J&L Pharmacy can meet all your prescription and compounding needs, and they will match all local pharmacy prescription cash prices, guaranteed. They have a convenient drive-through window, offer free local delivery, and are open 6 days a week. J&L can also provide you with all your home medical needs, including home oxygen with 24-hour emergency service. Stop by the store or give them a call at 502-863-9823 for all your pharmacy needs.
Well, there's a big name in cars that we all know.
Over 40 years, and Frank Shoup in Georgetown is still a big name in cars.
He's big on service and he's big on deals. He sells all the biggest names on wheels. Frank Shoup's a new tradition. Bring on the competition. Frank Shoup is gonna set the
Scott County Physical Therapy is a privately owned physical therapy practice specializing in outpatient orthopedics, sports and industrial rehab, neurological rehabilitation, low back pain, neck pain, and arthritic conditions. Our mission is to provide the highest quality physical therapy to assist each individual and the community at large. Scott County Physical Therapy, a journey to wellness. To contact the physical therapist and Scott County Physical Therapy, please dial 502-863-4242. Scott County Physical Therapy is the title sponsor for Scott County Athletics.
Well, there's a big name in cars that we all know.
Over 40 years, and Frank Shoup in Georgetown is still a big name in cars.
He's big on service and he's big on deals. He sells all the biggest names on wheels. Frank Shoup's a new tradition. Bring on the competition. Frank Shoup is gonna set the pace.
Hi, Dick Stockton here. I've been announcing sports for over 40 years, and I know a winning team when I see one. Greens Toyota of Lexington has what it takes to win, which is why Greens is Kentucky's #1 Toyota dealer 2 years running. Family owned for over 40 years, Greens strives to give excellent customer service and best value for the dollar. No matter what department, parts, service, or sales, Greens continues to move forward doing business the right way every day. Be a part of Greens' winning team. Greens Toyota. Great people, great cars. Think green.
Steve Skierman, agency manager at the Scott County Farm Bureau Insurance, would like you to know that as your local insurance agent, he is right here in your community, ready to help you with all your insurance needs. In the event of a loss, you can count on Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance to help you through it. We have local claims adjusters to serve you at your time of loss. We are knowledgeable about our community and can provide valuable assistance and advice when needed. Call the office today at 502-863-2454 for a free, no-obligation quote. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, big on commitment.
United Bank, together with you. We offer all the services you're looking for in a financial institution: convenience, great accounts, internet banking, and attentive customer service. With today's hectic pace, it's good to know United Bank meets your needs with locations right where you need them. With 13 offices in Scott, Jessamine, Fayette, and Woodford counties, 24/7 access to cash at our branch ATMs and the Bluegrass Cash locations in Lexington, United Bank is together with you. Member FDIC, Equal House.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. At the half, Scott County down 51-40 to the Blue Devils of Henry Clay. Like we said, late in the second quarter, Scott County got within 2, had about 4 opportunities to tie the ball game, but weren't able to convert. You look up just like that. Pun Tisdale took over, scored 18 of his 19 points in that second quarter. You go to halftime, Henry Clay with the advantage, 51-40. I'd like to turn it over to the governor, Mark Walls, let him talk about first half stats and whatever else he wants to.
Well, Mike, when you look at it, Henry Clay, I mean, when you look at shooting from the field goal percentage, Henry Clay 17 of 37 for 46%. Scott County 13 of 27 for 48%. From threes, Scott County's 4 of 7 for 57%. Henry Clay's 5 of 9 for 56%. So you think things are pretty even. So you get to the free throw line. Henry Clay 12 of 15 for 80%. Scott County 10 of 19 for only 53% from the free throw line. Scott County's getting out rebounded 23-17. Turnovers are in favor of Henry Clay. They had 5. They forced 10 from Scott County. Points off turnovers are 12-3 in favor of Scott County. So when you look at an 11-point lead, that's pretty much your difference. And then they lead the battle in the paint at 20 points to 16. Both teams are doing well with a 1.1 points per shot for Scott County and a 1.15 for Henry Clay. But again, the difference in the basketball game right now is the free throw line. Henry Clay's been able to cash in. Scott County hasn't, and Scott County's got to come up with an answer to keep Ridgeway and Tisdale out of the lane. You're watching 42nd District Championship action on the Scott County Sports Network.
Time for oral surgery. You need a surgeon you can trust and feel at home with. Consider Dr. Robert Henderson at Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery. Specializing in wisdom teeth extraction, surgery to prepare for dentures, biopsies, corrective jaw surgery, TMJ disorders, and dental implants. All outpatient procedures are performed right here in our office. We participate with most insurance, we offer care credit, and take care of all the paperwork. Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery will give you a lot to smile about.
Scott County Physical Therapy is a privately owned physical therapy practice specializing in outpatient orthopedics, sports and industrial rehab, neurological rehabilitation, low back pain, neck pain, and arthritic conditions. Our mission is to provide the highest quality physical therapy to assist each individual and the community at large. Scott County Physical Therapy, a journey to wellness. To contact the physical therapist and Scott County Physical Therapy, please dial 502-863-4242. Scott County Physical Therapy is the title sponsor for Scott County Athletics.
Welcome back to At the Half, Scott County. Henry Clay, 42nd District Basketball Championship action. Henry Clay with the lead at the half, 51-40. Looking at some individual points and rebound totals. First for the Blue Devils of Henry Clay. Isaiah Tisdale, 19 points, 3 rebounds. Paul Price scored and played but did not score. Leander Ridgeway, the hot start, 21 points, 3 rebounds. Keaston Brown off the bench with 2. Raymond Jackson played but did not score. Jordan Houston, 4 points, 6 boards to lead the Blue Devils. Jaquez Simpson had 3 rebounds. Justin Mitchell, 3 points and a board. Jordan Jones off the bench, 2 points, 2 rebounds. Walt Finch played and did not score. Crizell Mitchell had a rebound. That's the total for Henry Clay, 23 total rebounds. Scott County, looking at their individual stats, Michael Marino, 10 points, 5 rebounds. Cooper Watts played and did not score. Bryce Long, 10 points, 2 rebounds. Cooper Robb had 9 points and 3 boards. Glenn Covington had a rebound. Clem Dameron, 8 big points off the bench and 2 rebounds. Dakota Allen, 3 points and 2 boards. And that rounds out the total for Scott County. So Scott County out-rebounded 23-17. Scott County 10-19 from the free throw line, 12-15 for the defenders, or Blue Devils, excuse me. So the big difference there. That leads to your halftime score. 51 for Henry Clay, 40 for Scott County. We'll take our final timeout. We'll come back and get Mark's keys to the second half. Here on the 42nd District Championship basketball action on the Scott County Sports Network.
Whitaker bank shot. I'll give you a Whitaker bank shot. All right. Here's a real Whitaker bank shot.
Yes, sir. Here's a winning Whitaker bank shot.
Nice shot.
Whitaker bank shot. Now, there's a Whitaker bank shot.
Come on, Coach Honey.
I still got it.
Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
J&L Pharmacy and Home Medical Equipment, located on South Broadway in Georgetown, Kentucky, is locally owned and operated by Scott County native Philip Johnson. J&L Pharmacy can meet all your prescription and compounding needs, and they will match all local pharmacy prescription cash prices, guaranteed. They have a convenient drive-through window, offer free local delivery, and are open 6 days a week. J&L can also provide you with all your home medical needs, including home oxygen with 24-hour emergency service. Stop by the store or give them a call at 502-863-9823 for all your pharmacy needs.
Welcome back to the Battle of the Bands. We got the Henry Clay Blue Devil Marching Band. We got the Scott County Marching Band on the other side, and both of them playing at the same time. Mark equals one thing.
Noise. Noise.
So Mark getting set for the tip-off of the second half. What's the keys to this ball game? First for Henry Clay to maintain this lead.
Well, Mike, I think the keys is pretty simple because both teams needed to do the same thing. Whoever controls the boards and win the turnover battle is going to win the game. And in the first half, that was Henry Clay. So they've got to do the same thing here in the second half that they did in the first half. If you're Scott County, you have got to figure out a way to keep Tisdale and Ridgeway out of the lane. They're letting them get into the lane too deep, and from there, they're just controlling the offense. But again, Scott County, there's no 11-point play. You got to take it one possession at a time, and it starts with this defensive play here as Henry Clay puts the ball in play to start the second half.
So the Blue Devils with the basketball to start the second half. There's a turnover. Scott County's Cooper Robb has it around Ridgeway and misses the layup.
And then Ridgeway goes the other way, and we step out of the way, and he gets 2 more.
So Ridgeway with his 23rd point.
Tisdale across half court with it, picked up by Glenn Covington. Going to run a high pick and roll, and he hits Houston on the roll. Underneath the shot by Mitchell is blocked by Moreno. Scott County on the run. Bryce Long for the 3, and it's good from the left wing, so give Bryce Long another 3.
13 points for Bryce Long. The lead's at 10, 53-43. Justin Mitchell, good power drive, no good. Houston with the putback. Jordan Houston, give him 4. Glenn Covington open from the right side. 3-pointer, no good. He's going to say it was a pass to Long. Long misses the reverse layup. Cooper Watts with the putback, no good. Cooper Robb in there battling as he always does with that offensive rebound for Scott County. He goes in over to Watts. Watts spin around move. Jumper no good. And Justin Mitchell rebound to Tisdale. And Covington picks up his 4th foul. Team's first of the half. Caleb Covington off the bench for Scott County. He's going to get his shot. The 6'1" junior forward.
A little bit bigger body. Not as quick, but a little bit bigger body.
He ain't going back down from you. Tisdale.
And the Tisdale jumped in, but he held his ground right there. Good job by Caleb Covington on that first possession.
Covington left side. Nobody came and come and got him. He gets the layup. Layup's no good. Cooper Robb, Michael Marino. He throws it up to Ridgeway.
3-on-1.
Jaquez Simpson with the miss, no good. Put back Ridgeway, no good. And Caleb Covington picks up the foul. That'll be his first. Team second. The lefty stays hot, 24. And again, not sure if we can make it to do the region games for Scott County next week, but if we can't, you can always check out the action on PrepSpin.com. William Warfield, Gary Ball, they'll be bringing you all the 11th region action. So we'd like to have you join us, but more importantly, we'd like for you to watch the ball games. PrepSpin does a great job supporting high school hoops and all sports on the internet. So check them out next week. If we can't do the games for you, again, it's www.prepspin.com. Jaquez Simpson inside, flips it back out to Ridgeway. Quick pass to Tisdale. He fakes the 3. The bump from Covington. And they're going to call a foul on Caleb. That's his second, team third.
Good defense there by Cooper Watts. Knocked the ball away. Scott County will get possession. 57-43. All the air and life's gone out of this gym, especially on the Scott County side, Mike. They need to do something to get this crowd back in the game.
Marino thought about the 3, didn't take it. Long fakes a 3, step back 3 again. Covington running into with
it's a nice hustle by Caleb Covington
Justin
right there.
Mitchell. And the turnover. Ball stays with Scott County. 57-43. The Blue Devils able to extend the lead out. It's now up to 14.
They're going to
get Jordan Houston. Don't know what he did, but Mr. Dunn was very adamant about the call.
Scott County trying to start the offense way out on the floor, Mike. Michael Marino takes the three, and that's good.
2 for 2 tonight behind the three-point arc for Mr. Marino. Only shooting 7.6% on the season. Tisdale's shot is blocked partially. Watts with the rebound out to Robb. Robb forces contact and one.
He's going to get the bucket.
Cooper Robb, give him 11.
Foul is on number 30, Jaquez Simpson. That's his third, Mike. Henry Clay's second.
Cooper Robb, 5 for 10 in the first half at the free throw line. Here comes Paul Price. In for Jaquez Simpson. Also Jordan Jones off the bench for Justin Mitchell.
Caleb Covington come in and kind of giving Scott County a spark on the defensive end.
Cooper Robb, 3-point play. 12 points for Mr. Robb.
Now Cooper Robb's drawn the assignment on Tisdale, so let's kind of see how that goes.
You got to be careful there. He has 2. And you get a lazy foul right there, and that's what that was. I don't even think he made any contact, but it was so obvious, the blatant slap there.
That's Cooper Robb's third, Mike. That's a big call.
Team fourth of the half. Paul Price. Skip past to Ridgeway. 3 good.
Wow.
Leander Ridgeway, 27 points.
I'm not for sure, Mike, he's missed.
He was 8 of 12 in the first half. 2 for 2 here in this one.
Scott County out of sync on the offensive end right now, Mike. Can't get anything out of the half-court set. Wow, Tisdale, man. Between Tisdale and Ridgeway right now, they're owning this gym.
With 3:44 to go in the third, the two combined for 49 points. So they've equaled the total for Scott County by themselves. Robb, catch and shoot. 14.
Nice pass there by Caleb Covington. Got to get some stops, though, Mike. Got to get some stops. You're down 12.
Three-pointer no good. Jordan Houston with the push-off to get the rebound. And foul on Scott County.
That's 4 on Bryce Long.
Bryce Long picks up his 4. Team fifth. Tisdale left side. Nobody's even close to him.
How do you lose Tisdale off of that inbounds pass?
25. Glenn Covington off the bench even with 4 fouls. Coach Hicks has to put him in, he feels like. Robb, contact forced again. Unable to get the bucket to go, but he'll go to the free throw line. Shooting 2. Fouls on Paul Price, his third. Team third. Mark, I'm going to go out on a limb. If Leander Ridgeway and Isaiah Tisdale shoot like this in the region, they're going to be a difficult out. Cooper Robb, 15. Cam Fluker into the ball game for Scott County. In for Caleb Covington. Caleb did a good job for Scott County. Kind of gave him a little bit of energy. 66-52. The lead's back up to 14.
Cooper Robb gets the second one to go, Mike.
16 points for Mr. Robb.
A little surprised Scott County not trying to put a little more pressure, picking the ball up a little further out on the floor, but not willing to do that right now.
Floater no good. Jordan Jones tries to keep it alive, but Michael Marino, he comes down with it. Scott County on the run again. Three-pointer top of the key, no good. Cam Fluker battling for it. And Jordan Houston with the rebound over to Ridgeway. One-handed pass to Price. Price to Jones on the right side. There's the cutter Jones out to Tisdale, fakes the three, drives into the paint, backs out to Ridgeway, right side three, no good. And the rebound battle for Marino and Jones, and they're going to say, help me please. And Bo Queen says Scott County basketball. .203 to go here in the third, 66-53, Scott County. Can't get over the hump. Every time they get it under 10, just like that, the Blue Devils answer. So Scott County with Glenn Covington in the ballgame with 4 fouls. Mark, I'd like to see him to get Michael Marino a little bit more involved in the offense.
Cooper Robb with the drive. Yeah, Mike, I think that's a mismatch if they can get him out at the top. Kind of let him go what I would call flat one-on-one.
Timeout. 30-second timeout by head coach Daniel Brown and the Blue Devils. 1:31 to go. The lead's at 11. Henry Clay 66. Scott County 55 here on the Scott County Sports Network. Back after this.
Georgetown means great cars, great local sports, great people, and Galvin's, a great place where friends meet for great Galvin's food. Galvin's voted the best local restaurant in Georgetown. Enjoy a great specialty sandwich from Philly cheesesteaks to Strombolis. Bring the whole family. Watch the big games on the big screens. You'll watch the game. We'll make the munchies like our signature pizzas and home-cut potato chips. Galvin's on Main Street next to the courthouse. Join us on Facebook for all the latest Galvin's acts.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network again. Appreciate Galvin's for showing the game live on the big screen at the restaurant. Galvin's one of our fine sponsors. What was the purpose of that timeout by Daniel Brown, Mark, in your opinion?
The thing I can think of there is Daniel Brown's got an 11-point lead, and he wants his team to understand that they need to be a little smarter on possessions, and he went straight to Houston on the block, who picks up 2, puts it back to 13, Mike.
6 points for Jordan Houston. 68-55 is the score. Scott County a little uncertain offensively here. Covington, 18-footer, no good. Cooper Watts with the putback, it's no good. Ridgeway out, long outlet pass to Tisdale on the left side, layup good.
Nobody checking back, Mike.
27 points for Mr. Tisdale. And the lead's at 15, under a minute to go. Covington, left side three, good.
Gets his first points. That's one that you kind of say, no, good shot, because there's no rebounders on for the white jerseys. But
if you make it, you don't need a rebound, right?
That's exactly right.
70-58, 31 seconds to go. We'll see if Henry Clay tries to hold it for the last shot of the quarter. Scott County's going to be content to let them hold it. Big possession right here.
Scott County going to go into a little bit of a 1-3-1 here, Mike. That's a different twist.
Ridgeway gets it off from the baseline. Three-pointer good.
Gosh,
30 points.
Wow.
For Leander Ridgeway as we in 3. Your score, 73-58. Scott County finds themselves in a hole. We'll take a timeout to come back and see what they can do in this fourth quarter. If they don't answer the bell, Henry Clay is going to be your 42nd District champs for 2016. We'll come back to see what happens right after this on the Scott County Sports Network.
Whitaker bank shot. I'll give you a Whitaker bank shot.
All right. Here's a real Whitaker bank shot. Yes, sir. Here's a winning Whitaker bank shot. Nice shot.
Whitaker bank shot. Now, there's a Whitaker bank shot.
Come on, Coach Honey.
I still got it.
Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
J&L Pharmacy and Home Medical Equipment, located on South Broadway in Georgetown, Kentucky, is locally owned and operated by Scott County native Philip Johnson. J&L Pharmacy can meet all your prescription and compounding needs, and they will match all local pharmacy prescription cash prices, guaranteed. They have a convenient drive-through window, offer free local delivery, and are open 6 days a week. J&L can also...
Welcome back. Fourth quarter underway. Scott County has started with the possession. They'll go with Cooper Robb, Michael Marino, Clem Dameron, Glenn Covington, and Bryce Long back in the ball game with 4 fouls. He along with Glenn Covington. Henry Clay goes with Paul Price, Leander Ridgway, Jordan Houston, Jordan Jones, and Pun Tidsdale. As Covington misses it, and Clem Dameron, double-digit scores, give him 10. Or 8, excuse me. But a little bit of an injury there to Cooper Robb.
Cam Fluker is going to be on Ridgway. Tough assignment, gives up quite a bit in height.
So correction, 10 points for Clem Dameron. 73-60 is the score. Tisdale into 4 players and scores.
And you got to just take your hats off right now to Tisdale and Ridgway. They've taken this game over. Michael Moreno for another 3 at the top of the key. And again, that's the mismatch, Mike, that I think Scott County's got to exploit.
3 for 3 is Michael Marino from outside the 3-point line. Tisdale to Jones, longs out the pass to Ridgway. Ridgway inside to Houston. Houston over top the trees for Scott County, no good. And the rebound in the hands of Clem Dameron. Cam Fluker has it for Scott County. Marino tries to go back-to-back. 3-pointer, that one's no good. Ridgway with the rebound for Scott County.
And again, you're backing up. You get away with the fact that he gets stripped a little bit, but you're backing up.
Bryce Long inside, no good. Jordan Jones rebound for the Blue Devils. Ridgway's open. Ridgway hits the side of the backboard. And there's Cam Fluker. He's got him battle ball Price. And he does. Cam Fluker into the scorebook. His first 2 of the night, and the lead's at 10.
Daniel Brown again
says, I need another timeout. He just shakes his head. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take a full timeout as well. Scott County's got the lead down to 10. It's Henry Clay 75, Scott County 65. 6:08 to go here in the ball game on the Scott County Sports Network.
Well, there's a big name in cars that we all know.
Over 40 years, and Frank Shoup in Georgetown is still a big name in cars.
He's big on service and he's big on deals. He sells all the biggest names on wheels. Frank Shoup's a new tradition. Bring on the competition. Frank Shoup is gonna set the pace.
Georgetown means great cars, great local sports, great people, and Galvin's, a great place where friends meet for great Galvin's food. Galvin's voted the best local restaurant in Georgetown. Enjoy a great specialty sandwich from Philly cheesesteaks to Strombolis. Bring the whole family. Watch the big games on the big screens. You'll watch the game. We'll make the munchies like our signature pizzas and home-cut potato chips. Galvin's on Main Street next to the courthouse. Join us on Facebook for all the latest Galvin's acts.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. 75-65, 6:08 to go here in the fourth quarter. Head coach Tony Wise, a Scott County legend, in the house tonight. Head coach over at Franklin County, enjoying the basketball action. His Flyers take on Woodford County in the championship of the 41st District. That game is tomorrow night.
There's Tisdale with the miss, and there's the leak as Bryce Long, misses the layup. Mike, there's an old rule in basketball. If you're going to dunk it, and see right there, that's a situation if Marino falls down, he gets the charge call. But I was going to finish my statement. If you're going to go in over the top of the rim, you better dunk it. Otherwise, go to the left or right and use the backboard.
Michael Marino picks up his first, team 6th. So Henry Clay will be shooting free throws for the rest of the night.
.74% free throw shooter.
A little bit of floor maintenance. 75-65. Scott County had the good defensive play on the block shot. Had the good attempt down the other way, just couldn't get it to fall.
Jordan Houston hits the first one, Mike.
Give him 7. He has 5 here in the second half.
Hits both of them. Every time Scott County makes a little mini run, Henry Clay answers.
Yep, leads back up to 11 or 12, excuse me. They're going to give it to him again. I thought he was going to take it. Dameron over to Marino. Marino open, 15-footer from the wing. Good. Michael Marino, Mark. I think he needs to take over the ball game for Scott County to have a chance.
Don't disagree. They got it back down to 10, Mike.
77-67, 5:12 to go. Paul Price fakes the 3 into the paint. Tough take, no good. Jordan Jones at the putback, it's no good. Marino tries to save it, and the ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Henry Clay. Under 5 minutes to go. Paul Price, 18-footer, good.
Wow.
That's one of those no. Good shot. Cooper Robb gets contact. Shot doesn't go, but the foul's going to be on Jordan Jones.
I like
Jordan's third, team fourth. What was you going to say, Mark?
Daniel Brown's out on the floor saying, please take the charge, and I'm sitting here thinking I'd like to see one in the game tonight as well.
Yep.
Cooper Robb really struggling at the free throw line, Mike. Uncharacteristic of the junior guard.
I know one thing, if he had a sponsor donating money for every charge taken, he wouldn't be donating very much tonight.
You'd have to come up with another statistical category.
Cooper Robb, 19 points. Tisdale into the paint. You can't let him get that low.
Too easy. He's too deep. He's getting too deep, Mike.
31.
Cooper Robb dribbles it off his foot.
Forces the jump ball. Possession arrow point to Henry Clay. Cooper Watts off the bench for Scott County. 81-68 your score, 4:20 to go. Ridgeway and Tisdale, 61 points between them. Paul Price, that's a tough shot, but Jordan Houston gets the rebound, spin move over top of Watts. No good. Jordan Jones tries to do a putback dunk. Cooper Robb with the rebound for Scott County. Bryce Long's open. The left side 3, no good. Cooper Watts and Michael Marino had it in their hands, but Tisdale comes down with it. Quickly down to Price. They'll regroup, under 4 to go. Henry Clay unforced error, and Coach Brown is not happy.
Not doing a very good job protecting the basketball with the lead. They're giving Scott County some chances to get back in. Scott County just can't capitalize on the other end of the floor.
Scott County patiently brings the ball across half court. Bryce Long has it to Glenn Covington. Set play, Vandy, they tried to run, but Jordan Houston picks it off and scores 10 points.
You can't make that soft pass, Mike, in a situation like that, especially as many times as these teams have played over the years. They scout. They understand what the set is.
Watts to Marino. 20 points.
At this point, Scott County somehow got to figure out how to get some stops, Mike, and right now they have no answer for Ridgeway and Tisdale.
Yeah, Ridgeway and Tisdale have at least 10 more points than Scott County's high scorers. Robb and Marino. Paul Price, not the shot you want, but Jordan Houston bails him out again and scores. Jordan Houston has woke up, Mark. 8 points here, or 10 points in the second half. 12 for the ball game. Foul on the floor is going to be against Henry Clay. And number 10, Jordan Jones, his fourth. They said it was his third. I have him down for 4. Bryce Long at the free throw line, shooting 2. First one is good. Bryce Long, 14 points, Mark. And as hot as he was, that's his third point of the half. Justin Mitchell's been on the bench quite a while for the Blue Devils. Bryce Long will have one more. His team down 14. It's 85-71. And he misses the second. So the Blue Devils 14-point lead. 2:40 to go in the ball game. Ball in the hands of Isaiah Tisdale. Tisdale no look to Mitchell. Mitchell can't finish. Cooper Robb wins that rebound battle. Paul Price kind of duked him right there. Cooper Robb gets hit in the nose. When are they going to stop it here? Cooper Watt says, I'll just get the blood off the floor so we don't have a 25-minute blood timeout.
Coach Hicks outside the box. He's upset because there was no foul called on that.
I don't really think there was contact until after the shot. Because Paul Price got out of the way of him. And Cooper Robb was wide open. Dameron with the block. Bryce Long has it. He goes all the way and gets the foul. Foul's on Paul Price, his fourth. Team 6. So both teams shooting the bonus. 1:45 to go. Scott County running out of time. Bryce Long misses another one.
Scott County looks back on this tape, Mike. It's going to be the free throw line that they're going to look back and say if it had been a little different.
Bryce Long, second one is good. 15 points for the 6'1 freshman guard. 85-72. Scott County running out of time right here.
Henry Clay doing a nice job here. Mike is spreading it out. Tisdale pulls it back out.
And that's one thing Tisdale doesn't get props for. He's got a good handle of that basketball too, doesn't he? So 85-72. Scott County's got to foul or this ball game's going to be over with.
There's a steal.
There's a steal from Long. And Ridgway with the foul. Coach Daniel Brown wanting his guys to get over to him. He wants them to chill out. He doesn't want a big controversial, especially he don't want a player thrown out going into that region.
That's exactly right.
Ridgway's first, team 7. So they're going to get an intentional foul?
They're going to call intentional foul. Are you kidding?
I don't know how you can make that an intentional foul. Bryce Long. First one is good.
First one.
16. Misses the second. So Scott County will keep the basketball. 85-73. Scott County needs to score quickly and score a bunch.
They need to figure out how to slow that clock down. Scott County walking the ball up. They haven't got that much time, Mike.
Cooper Robb on the bench, Mark. Fluker floater. No good. Clem Dameron tries to battle for it. It's going to stay here with Scott County. Dameron, three-pointer, right side, no good. Rebound out of bounds, off of Henry Clay. Scott County's getting another chance. They're running out of time, though, Mark. Let's be honest, 34 seconds to go. It's going to take a miracle. Down 12, 85-73. Scott County with the basketball. Bryce Long shots blocked by Tisdale. Marino, top of the key, gets the rebound and the threes and air ball. Cam Fluker gets it to Covington. He fires the three. No good. Michael Marino with the ball. Put back up, no good. Dameron with the tip. 12 points. Clem Dameron, and the lead's at 10.
Mike, got to give hats off. Henry Clay came in here and played well tonight, and they basically took this game from Scott County.
Covington with the bucket. 85-77 is going to be your final score. So the Henry Clay Blue Devils will be your 42nd district tournament champions as they defeat Scott County. Scott County defeated them early in the season 2 times, but both teams will advance to the 11th region tournament that starts next week. So for myself, Mike Ritchie, for my cohort, Mark Wall, Scott Willard, Kevin Ritchie with the Scott County Sports Network. The Goose Gibbons in the house tonight, Mark. Just see him walking away. Like I said, shout out to everybody watching the ball game. Again, a special thanks for Galvin's for bringing the game live on the big screen TV down at the restaurant. Check us out on the internet. Probably, most likely, we will not be doing the 11th region. You can probably catch the action on www.prepspin.com. William Warfield, Gary Ball will bring you the action. They do a very good job as well. But if there's a way that we can do it, we'll try to figure it out. But right now, it doesn't look very good for us being able to bring the ball game. So, again, for a broadcast partner, for Mark Walls, I'm Mike Ritchie, Kevin Ritchie, Scott Willard. Thanks for joining us on the broadcast of the 42nd District Championship basketball game. Henry Clay, your 42nd District 2016 tournament champs, both boys and girls. Thanks to everyone. Have a good night.